Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, whenever you are seeing this. I hope you are good. So we are going to be doing a very juicy pick a card reading to see what truth you are running away from. Y'all know my favorite thing to do in a pick a card is drag you. So I hope you came ready for a drag. We're going to be seeing what truth you're running away from, and we're going to be having 4 groups. I don't think I've ever done 4 groups. If I did, it probably was once forever ago, but we're doing 4 groups. So if you pick group 4, I can't wait to see what we have for group 4 because I don't think I've ever had a group 4 before. But let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. I'm going to bring a little bit of sound bowl and we're going to get right into it. Excuse it if you hear any screaming or any children in the background. My balcony is facing the pool and it's Labor Day, so they got the children at the pool, child. But we're going to be getting right into it, and yeah, I'm super excited. I hope you guys love this pick a card reading. Make sure you check the description box to fill out an application for my inner child course that's going to be at the end of the year. Also, you'll see where you can book mentorships with me, tap in with me, all of that good stuff down below. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys are doing good, and let's get into this drag. We're going to ring a little bit of the sound bowl, and then I'm going to show you guys the card selection. There's going to be 4 piles, 1 through 4 from left to right. Choose whichever pile is calling to you. Then check the description box for the timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here is the card selection, everyone. Remember to pause here if you need to. Do not second guess yourself. Take a few deep breaths and choose whichever pile is calling to you. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. Then check the top of the description box for the timestamp, and I'll see you at your reading. Alrighty, group 1, let's see what we have for you. What truth are you running away from? So for your affirmation card, this says, I am at peace with my age. I am at peace with my age. The back of this card says, each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. So with this card, I'm hearing that some of you are, running from the truth that you missed a certain window. Like maybe you felt like you wanted to, or maybe you were supposed to take a risk in a certain time frame, or you were supposed to do something by a certain age, and you let fear get the best of you, or you let doubt get the best of you, and you're letting it eat you up. Maybe that is the truth. That could be exactly what's going on, but it doesn't mean it has to eat you up forever. Let it eat you up, let it eat you up, let it drag you, learn what you can, and make sure that when you get the intuitive, knowledge to take a risk or to do something different, you trust it. Let that be the last time that you doubt yourself in that way, because now you see that when you do, you regret it. Every time you move forward, thinking about how much further you could have been if you would have listened to your first mind way back when. So I really feel this is a reminder to, just of course, accept where you are. I always say that when I pull that card about being at peace with your age, accepting where you are, no matter where that is, but also acknowledging maybe I could have done better. Maybe I could have, been a little more vigilant. Maybe I could have been a little more obedient about what God was telling me to do. There's always spaces when we can do more. So I definitely think just being mindful of that is super, super important. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards, guys. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. The Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So with the Page of Pentacles, this spread altogether is definitely giving me the energy of a new beginning and the steps that it takes when we're going through a new beginning. I feel something else that your energies want you to know is that this is what always happens when you want something new. You guys started off in the beginning stages of something. You went through the journey. You went through the trial and tribulation. You were up, you were down. You learned your rough lessons. You dealt with the grief. You dealt with who you had to let go go of, what you had to lose because you wanted a new beginning. And now you're in a space of the Queen of Swords. This is the energy of trusting yourself, being very educated, knowing where you come from, and being so wise, not seeing the experiences as things that turn you cold, as things that make you feel like you don't want to connect with people, you don't want nobody around you. This is about saying, I am who I am because of my experiences. That's the energy with that I'm at peace with my age. You are who you are because you missed that risk, because you sat on your feet too long, because you didn't get up when you were supposed to. That's who you are. You needed that experience so you could move forward. That was already written. Everything is already written. You needed that experience so you can move forward. A lot of people have moments when they feel called to do something or step into something and they drop the ball. We have this grief. So someone could have passed away. You could have gotten very, very discouraged. You might be dealing with depression. Whatever the case may be, there definitely was something that threw you off in the middle of your new beginning and in the middle of your fresh start. And you can accept that. You can acknowledge what you lost, but you also have to look forward to the new beginning. You have to look forward to something that's going to give you a new opportunity, because there's always a new opportunity for you. Nothing is ever the end, especially not a loss, not a failure. That ain't ever the end. You know, there's always an opportunity for redemption, and you just have to find that. And that Queen of Swords is about you stepping into that. So let's keep going, y'all. We have Apple. This says temptation will test you. Temptation will test you. And we have Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So I feel you guys obviously are strong because of the valleys that you've gone through. You know, the things that we experience at our low moments, those make us who we are. Like I said, you are who you are because of those things. You know, that really makes you who you are, not the successes. Everybody celebrates the same. If any person on this planet got $1 million today, they'd celebrate the same. You know, they do the same thing. If anybody gets married, we do the same thing. You know, we experience our happiness in a way that's similar, where we could kind of look amongst each other and see who we all want to be. Everybody kind of has the same mask of wanting to appear happy. But what about who we are when we're not happy? What about who we are when we aren't masking, when we aren't pretending? So I feel that a hard truth for you guys that you're running away from is that those low parts of you are just as much as you as the high parts of you. That is you. Yes, it might be depression. Yes, it might be anxiety. Yes, it might be certain friends, certain jobs, but it is still you. It's still something you experience. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? I feel this is about you guys accepting yourself differently on a much, much deeper level. And again, we have temptation will test you. So if you are emotionally and spiritually weak because you're down, you're feeling low, whatever the case may be, you really, really want to be mindful of that, because temptation will test you. You will be in a space where you'll be tempted to kind of go back to things you've already been brought from. We also have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Group 1. How are you being called to step up and lead? So I feel like you guys are supposed to be teaching people or pouring into people, mentoring people, being an example for the people around you, stepping up and leading. If you're in a space where you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, all of your other friends are in the same space, everybody's collectively down or collectively stressed, how can you raise the vibration of that energy? Because you've been here before. Act like it. Act like you've been here before. Act like you have the wisdom. Like, the fact that you end up in these spaces means that you have the wisdom and the tools necessary to handle them. You would not be in a space that you could not handle. You would not be in a space that was going to break you. You always have an opportunity to do something different. And yes, the stress can be great. That tells us, I can't do this, I can't do this. But you've already experienced that, and it didn't break you then. Failure doesn't even break you. Even when you're in a space where it feels like it's all done, that doesn't even break you. And if you want to get technical with it, we are spirit bodies. So nothing can ever break us. We will never be destroyed. We will never be canceled, ever. We will never be eliminated. We will always have an opportunity to be transitioned into something else that's going to serve us better, always. That is the nature of who we are as people, as spirit people, spirit energies in this human skin. That is the nature of who we are. So you don't have to try so hard to get it right. You're getting it right just by being here. You don't have to try so hard to get it right, group 1. We also have the thinking woman endure to romance. The thinking woman endure to romance. So I feel like someone could definitely be thinking romantically about you guys. It might be a woman, or this could be you thinking about, something in love, or you just thinking in general or overthinking. So I feel you really want to make sure that you are being intentional with your thinking and think about what your thoughts are doing to you. That's another hard truth that y'all are running from. You feeling sad because you're doing it to yourself. We also have peaceful resolution and remain positive. Peaceful resolution and remain positive. So, of course, remain positive. Your energies want you to stay optimistic. And we have daughter romance. So I feel like there's some new love coming in your life. Or if you already have romance in your life, it's time to bring the passion back. It's time to invigorate it. It's time to remember, I don't have to be sad. I don't have to be down. I don't have to feel no type of way. I have love in my life, honey. I have lots of love. I have lots of people who love me and pour into me. It's time to remember that support because it hasn't left you. You know, a lot of what you guys are experiencing is in your head, you know? And again, peaceful resolution. So if there are any issues or problems, if some of you have lost a friend, if that's what you're grieving, the loss of a friend, you could be having a peaceful resolution with this person, or just getting some of that stuff off your chest, making it make sense. And I literally was just thinking about a friendship breakup that I had a while ago before I started this. And sometimes it takes time to, understand what someone wants to say to you or what you want to say to them. Sometimes it might take a few conversations before, the dust settles and you're able to get what you need to. So just continue to move forward, group one. I feel like you guys are in a space where you're kind of able to rise from the ashes. If you feel like you're ready for it, then you can definitely step into it. Remember, I am at peace with my age. I'm going to read this for you guys one more time. I am at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. So yes, group one, thank you for tapping in. If you picked group one, this was your tea. If you picked group one and this resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comments section. And remember, you can book private sessions with me, shop with me, connect with me, all of those things down below in the description box. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, bless. Hello, group two. Let's see what we have for you guys. Let's see if it's still getting problematic, even though we added another group on the end. So you guys aren't the middle group anymore, but let's see. We're going to do your affirmation card first, of course. This says, there's plenty for everyone, including me. There is plenty for everyone, including me. The back of this card says, the ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. Oh, I love this card. Yes, yes, yes. There is plenty for everyone, including me. So that could be something that you guys need to accept. There's plenty for everyone. There's no need to rush. There's no need to fight over the last roll at the buffet. There is plenty for everyone. There's more trays in the back. There's plenty for everyone, group two. Let's get into these tarot cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Chariot. The Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So with this message, guys, what truth are you running away from? With this Queen of Pentacles, overall, this is such a beautiful, powerful spread. I feel like you guys are definitely in a space of ascension, which is great. I feel like you are making the right investments. You're putting your energy out in the right way. That's leading to the discoveries that you need to be led to. And that is really showing you like, wow, I can really do this on my own. Wow, I really have what it takes to lead, to inspire, to motivate, to decide I want to plant something and reap a harvest. I really can do this. Like, sometimes you just need to see it to believe it. And I feel like that's y'all. Now, that ain't a good thing. You don't always have to, see something to believe it and trust it. What that affirmation card is giving, even if you don't see it, just know that it's coming. And that could be a hard truth for y'all. That just because you don't see it, that doesn't automatically mean that it isn't there. Actually, when you can't see it, it means it's definitely there, because God is doing stuff that you can't see. You can't see everything, especially not the good stuff. We don't ever get to see the real good stuff that God does. We just get the end result. We just get the blessing. So be excited when you don't really know how something's going to work out. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, it's not enough for me, or when am I going to be able to get mine? Don't ever feel like that. This is about you guys graduating to a space spiritually where you no longer look at where everybody else is in their race. And y'all have been doing a lot of that. You've been doing that a lot, so that could be a hard truth that you need to accept. That you've been looking at everybody else, seeing where they are, and computing that to what you feel you should have or where you feel you need to be. And I feel you guys are letting this go and releasing this, which is really, really great. But I do feel it's going to be the start of a journey for you guys and moving forward. Let's get into this. I don't want to go ahead of myself. We have horseshoe and we have casket. Casket says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. And horseshoe says good luck. So we have good luck, and then we have someone going out of your life at the end of a situation. I feel like you guys, could definitely be, like I said, you're ending a period where you're looking at everybody else. If you guys had somebody in your life that was, your right-hand man in terms of that, and you knew, like, if I change this, I'm going to have to cut this person off because I know this is how they are. And if I'm not going to be this no more, I can't have them around me. I feel like you're going to be going through that. But we also have happy family and community. Happy family and community. So I feel like you guys are doing the right release. You're letting the right people go. You're stepping into the right spaces. And you're going to have a lot of romantic connections, a lot of familial connections, soul family, and also community. People that pour into you, people that support you. Like I said, you motivating people, you inspiring people, you becoming that person. So yeah, again, the Ace of Swords is talking about discovery, making things make sense. So if you guys have had a lot of questions about stuff, I feel as you release the relationships that do not serve you, as you let that stuff die and be gone for real, it's going to start making sense to you. The clarity is going to come. You can't get all kinds of clarity when you have everybody around you. It's certain stuff where if God tell them, it's not going to be good. God can only put this on your heart. It's certain stuff where if you tell them, it's going to be a problem. So God can't tell you while you're around them. God needs to separate you from them before you can, really understand what you need to see. So this is the space that y'all are in. And we have this good luck energy too. So you guys are definitely battling with your shadow. And there could be some hard truths that you're discovering about your shadow as well. But don't feel bad about battling with your shadow. Everybody does. And everybody has a shadow. And your shadow definitely calls out the people that have similar energies as well. If you like to argue, you'll probably come across somebody that was argued at their entire life or yelled at their entire life. And you'll have to heal that. And they'll have to get strong enough to speak up to you. And that's how you both heal each other's shadow. That's the entire objective of that community. But if you like to argue and so do they, you guys will never heal what you need to. And if you don't want to speak up and neither do they, then you'll never be able to figure out what's going on. So you have to have that balance, but you also have to be willing to work in that balance. And that's what you've been missing, but that's what's definitely on the way. We also have opportunity in a year from now. So literally, I don't even need to explain this. Opportunity in a year from now. I feel like if you guys want something big in career, if you're building something big to move or to do something expansive, I feel like your energies are saying give it time, but don't miss out on all of the little opportunities that you're going to have along the way. This Chariot energy is the 7. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's Roman numeral 7 at the top of this card. And this, of course, is the 7 as well on community. So I feel this is letting you know that, yes, the Chariot is an independent energy, a boss, but you need to find your way amongst other bosses. This is about alphas hanging with alphas. This is about chariots hanging with chariots. People who are bright, independent, strong, and powerful hanging with people that are in the same space. That's that community energy, being around like-minded individuals. So that's going to be really great. I feel like you're going to be building up who you are so you can recognize that truly in other people. This probably is going to be maybe the first time you've been your true self in a while because you've let some stuff go, which is great. But just continue to work on it. There's definitely some opportunities coming for you guys. And I feel, with this year energy, last year you could have been in a space that was setting you up for this, and now you're being set up for where you're going to be next year. For some of y'all, it's your birthday around this time, or this is just a major transitional period for you. We also have protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Also, something else that I'm hearing is eclipse season. Eclipse season is in the fall. So if you're someone that typically has a very tumultuous fall, you might have a lot of different energies, associated with the eclipses. They might really be affecting you if you were born during eclipse or something like that. But we have protection. This says call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. So you guys are definitely protecting your energy differently, taking better care of yourself, and being in a space, where you are being specific about who you allow around you. I feel like you guys are definitely discovering your gifts and discovering the right place to put those gifts. And yeah, I feel like a hard truth, like I said, trusting that there is enough for you. Also, recognizing that it's okay that your shadow calls out to others, but it's not okay to allow people's shadows to run rampant. Sometimes you have to let it go. You can't always keep those people in your life. It might be a hard truth, but it is the truth. You can't keep those people in your life, even if you've known them forever. Even if you've known them forever, you cannot do it. Protection, cut the cords. You have soul ties and soul cords with some of these people. Some of y'all don't want to do a cord cutting because you feel like, oh, it ain't that deep. It might be deep for you. And if it ain't for you, it might be deep enough for them. And y'all might be so close that because it's deep for them, it's deep for you now too. You might be caught up in their karma, all kind of shit. So you definitely don't want to don't feel like you're pouring into a situation when you cord cut it, because when you avoid it because you feel like it isn't worth the cord cutting, but you keep thinking about it, you're actually giving more power to it. You're actually saying, I don't want to cord cut it because if I look into it, it's going to be so big, it's going to envelop me. This is how big it is. Versus being like, you know what, let me cord cut this so I can release this and move forward. Which one of those sounds like you're really not bothered? The universe knows when we bothered now. We act like we unbothered, but avoiding something never tells God that you unbothered. When you avoid something, God knows this is a problem for them. they don't want to deal with this at all. They don't want to look at this at all. So you guys definitely have to take your power back in this. But I feel like it's going to be great. And I feel, of course, a hard truth in those situations is always recognizing I allowed this person to play me. I allowed them to disrespect me. I should have said no. I should have stood up for myself. And that can be difficult. But, you know, it is what it is. Because in the end, again, you've learned these things. The Ace of Swords, you've learned it. It's knowledge now. It's in your arsenal now. So you can recognize the red flags. You can take better care of yourself. And you can know what you need moving forward, which is always, you know, the point of any of this. But yes, let me read your affirmation card one more time. Group 2, there is plenty for everyone, including me. There is plenty for everyone, including me. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. So yes, group 2, that is what I have for you guys. If you pick group 2 and it resonates with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Remember, you guys can check the description box to book sessions with me, shop with me, work with me, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys as always. I thank y'all for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. Alrighty, group 3, let's see what we have for you guys. Finally, group 3 is not last but not least. Group 3, let's get into it. So your affirmation card says, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. The back of this card says, life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So beautiful. A hard truth for y'all is that you don't want to accept that you're the one that's saying no to you. And that's why life is messing you over, because you're messing yourself over. A lot of y'all have already thrown your hat out the ring. A lot of y'all have already given up. So ask yourself, have I given up? Am I saying that I want to do this? Am I feeling like I want to do this? But is it really not giving that? You know, is it really not giving that? Life is really going to give you what you pour into it. And you guys have been experiencing a lot of very tumultuous energies. But I still feel like you guys have the opportunity to get back on the right track. So let's get into it. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And we have the Four of Wands. The Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands. So group 3, you know, I am already getting the tea right here that you guys definitely are dealing with creative blockages, and you're also afraid to take some risks. So there's some things that you guys need to step into and do that you're just not wanting to do. You're not wanting to get into it. We have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And we have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So if you guys have been stressing about money, or if you've been nervous because you felt like you invested in yourself in the past and it didn't work out, or whatever the case may be, you have some financial gain from something you did in the past. Something you did in the past set you up for success. So you guys have to understand the power of taking back control of your energy. Because when you do take control of your energy, you can do stuff like this. Set yourself up for a blessing without even thinking about it. So this is something that y'all already have done. You've already, you know, used powers that you aren't even aware of. So you really have to work to get out of your own head. You know, you guys are being given some great ideas. There's a lot that you guys feel you need to do. Like, I feel like you guys just, you feel like there's stuff that you need to do. You're so motivated to do it, but you don't even know where to start. And you need to get it together and figure out where you need to start. We have rest and rejuvenation, and we have cornucopia. Cornucopia, this talks about manifestation, which is being fulfilled, rest and rejuvenation. So first things first, take a break. If you've been running rampant, doing one thing for so long, if you had a test and failed, this is what I feel like. I feel like y'all failed the test. And maybe that's the hard truth that y'all don't want to accept, but y'all definitely failed the test. I feel like y'all had a problem and y'all were supposed to use your intuition and your gifts and this to solve the problem, your community to solve the problem, and you didn't. I feel like you went back to the same stuff that you was doing in the past. And I'm sorry, group 3, to drag you like this, if this is dragging you personally, child. But that's what I feel. And I feel like now y'all are like, dang, I'm really messed up about this. But it's like, girl, you didn't have to be messed up about it like that. You didn't have to be messed up about it like that. Like, you could have used your new skills. Like, y'all have gained skills that y'all aren't even aware of. Like I said, you already set yourself up for a bag in the past. You already set yourself up for a blessing that you don't even realize is on the way to you because of you. When stuff falls in your lap, it's not because God, like, here you go, just throwing you a bone. You have to do the work. Anything that God gives you is because you've done the work to get it. That's it. We don't get no freebies. None at all. Even when we born, we are picked to be here because there's stuff that we have to do. So you have to know that and you have to trust that. And I feel like you have to work on just not being so down. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Even if stuff doesn't work out, life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So you guys just need to work on keeping your thoughts positive and being optimistic and not letting a bad day or a bad experience make you feel like stuff is fucked up. Stuff is not going to be good all the time. And just because you're doing the work and you know your gifts, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. A lot of people know their gifts. A lot of us are doing the work. But you have to do beyond that. You have to be positive and have faith and be kind to yourself even when everything is fucked up. Even when you don't know how it's going to work out. You always have to show up for yourself. Always. And I feel like you guys have been doubting yourself and, questioning what to do next because you've been in a rough space. You're not supposed to be doing that. When you're in a space where it's rough, that's when you're supposed to say, let me lace up these shoes and get to going. That's when you're supposed to really get moving. This isn't a space for you to stop in. This is a space for you to kick it into high gear. We have 4 of Wands here, which talks about party, celebration, happiness. 4 of Wands, get around people, let people bring joy into your life, ask for help from others. This is talking about partying, having a good time, getting out around your community. Have you guys been isolating yourself because you've been feeling fucked up? Don't play with me, group 3. Like, you guys have things around you. You have resources around you. You have to fight your way out of that shit. Whatever it is. We also have romance. So I feel like you guys have a love in your life or on the way, romance. Do you know what good love can do? Good love can hold you up. Good love can take care of you. Good love can give you what you need. And if you don't have a partner, you have to bring the love and the happiness into your life first with your friends. You need to meet people. You need to get out the house, even if you're doing stuff by yourself. Do something. Get love. Get joy. Have a, laugh. Have a good time. You owe it to yourself. And you guys are dealing with a lot of stress right now. That's just what it is. Sometimes we're in moments of stress. But what matters is how you handle yourself in moments of stress. And you have to accept the fact that you are not good to yourself in moments of stress. You are not, because you have too many gifts to not feel a moment of stress and immediately bounce back. You should be able to feel that stress coming in and remember all of the other great things that you've done and instantly get yourself out of that. And it's going to take some tries, but I guarantee you can do it. And I've done it before. I don't always feel good about the stuff that I do. I always second guess everything before. But guess what I do? I pray about it and I wait to see, downloads. I wait for other people to confirm it for me. I wait to, understand that this is what I'm supposed to do. Just wait a little bit. And while you're waiting, be patient. Pour it into yourself. See what you can do. Do some affirmations. Rest and rejuvenate. Take this time to rest. Sometimes you just need to rest and take a break. It's not always about working. Wishes being fulfilled. Your manifestations are underway. Financial gain coming from something you did in the past. The manifestation is on the way and you are acting a fool. You better get it together. Before I do something, group 3, I'm not playing with y'all, seriously. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So you guys are also, losing a little bit of your confidence in your gifts because of how long everything is taking. You cannot do that. Do not dim your light to fit in. Go out, have a good time. You're the life of the party. How are people having parties and you're not there? How are they having parties without you? Group 3, you need to feel like it's not a party unless you're in the building. It's not a party unless you are there. Seriously. So you have to ask yourself that. If I don't go out tonight, what everybody else gonna do? They're waiting on me. I need to get out. You need to. Everybody is waiting on you. And there's so much that you have to do. And you're on the precipice of it. And you've already set it in motion before you even realized it. Ain't that crazy, group 3? Ain't that crazy? I feel like you guys really have an opportunity to, not even have an opportunity to. The good stuff is coming. But right now, you need to get your mind right and ask yourself, why do you feel the way that you feel? Why do you feel the way that you feel? And really have a conversation with yourself so you don't feel this way again, because this is going to happen again. You're going to be in this limbo period trying to figure out what's coming next. That's just a part of life. So when you are here, how can you navigate it? How can you make it work for you versus working against it? And that's it, group 3. That's it. Let's read this affirmation card and I'm going to let y'all go. I love y'all. Y'all mean a lot to me. And y'all have a lot going on. Y'all are very valuable. So I got to handle y'all like this. But let's get it together, group 3. We have, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. I think this is something good to remember. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. No matter what happens, say yes, figure out how to move forward, solution oriented. You know what I always think about? The 5 of Pentacles, which talks about poverty, but it also talks about poverty because we have a negative mindset. If we can see the possibility or the potential, no matter where we are, we'll always have a solution to get ourselves out of that. We'll always have hope. And that is really, really powerful. So I think you guys need to tap into that. Of course. Life mirrors every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So, yes, that's what we have for you, Group 3. If you pick Group 3, and I read you down, I hope you enjoy this read. I love you and appreciate you. And yeah, let me know down below in the comments how you feel about the tea. If you want to book a session with me, a mentorship with me, business reboot, whatever the case may be, check the description. Ooh, that rhymed. Check the description box down below. And yeah, I love y'all. I do. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bless. Group 4. Let's get into this, Group 4. Thank you for being here, Group 4. I really appreciate you guys because I don't think I've ever had a Group 4 before. If I have had a Group 4 before, then they don't count anymore because I don't remember them. I remember you guys, and y'all are here with me now, and I appreciate you guys. And if you were in a Group 4 of mine in the past, I'm sorry, but I hope you are here again. So let's get into this tea, guys. I'm excited to get into it. The cards are giving a lot. It's a lot going on, but let's get into it, guys. So the affirmation card that we have for you guys says, I love life. I think this is such a cute little card with this girl watering this thing. It's so cute. I love life. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. So beautiful. Love this affirmation card. Let's get right into this, guys. Just overall, I feel like a hard truth for you guys is that the way you feel about life is really just because of how people have done you in the past. And I don't even think it's really about them. It's really about you and you not wanting to set boundaries, and you being too nice to folk, But let's get into it. So we have the 7 of Swords, Group 4. Sorry about the drag in advance. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. The 7 of Swords, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So y'all have been played, betrayed, dismayed. You have been. You guys have definitely been played, betrayed, and dismayed, child. So this 7 of Swords talks about being taken advantage of. Being in a space where people see your goodness, they see your kindness, and they take it for weakness. And I feel because of that, it's made you guys want to go within. And I feel because of that, it's also made you value your friendships less. And that fucking sucks. And it sucks in a way that, it sucks that people do that to us, and it sucks that we feel that way. And I've been there, anything I talk to you guys about, I've been there. And I'll drag y'all because I wish I had somebody to drag me instead of me figuring it out. But when you are hurt by people that you're supposed to love all the time, habitually in relationships, because you are nice, because you are sweet, because you have a good heart, when you have a good heart, you're going to be hurt a lot because a lot of people just do not have a good heart. That's the truth of it. A lot of people are operating through ego, through greed, through selfishness. So when you are someone that is open, that is kind, that is always giving people the benefit of the doubt when you first meet them, when you were raised like that, whatever the case may be, you will want to protect your light. You'll want to protect your gifts. You'll want to say, I don't want to give these people my energy. I don't want to go out anymore. I don't want to meet new people. I don't want to go through this, because you don't want to get hurt again. But the things that God put inside of you, He didn't put them inside of you so they could stay inside of you forever. He put these things inside of you so they could be distributed amongst your soul family, amongst the people that you're supposed to have in your life. You owe it to them, and you owe it to yourself to be who God wants you to be. And this 9 of Cups is definitely saying that, in moments where you are not fulfilled in other spaces of your life, the relationships won't be enough because they won't be there. Because you are a lover and a healer, you're supposed to have a community of people around you that lift you up. So when you don't have it, they got you. That's what you're supposed to have. When you are hurt, you don't have that community. You're like, I can do this on my own, but you can't. You a healer. You need people to heal. Who are you if you have nobody to heal? Who are you if you have nobody to teach, to lead, to pour into, to love on, to nurture? That is your nature, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to find people that want to give you that. But you also have to be kind about it. You can't be somebody that lets people take advantage of you. The Queen of Wands is someone that has a beautiful light, very passionate, very talented, very gifted. So I feel you guys attract a lot of attention naturally. So it's really, you're not yourself right now. You're definitely not yourself right now. And I feel your energies want you to get back to that. We have you're ready, and we have the situation will improve. You're ready, and the situation will improve. So get yourself back out there, challenge yourself to meet new people, connect with new people, do some new things. You are ready. You have already learned enough from the situations you've been in. You know when somebody's gonna sneak you. You know when you can't trust somebody. You should already know that by this point. Trust that you have the wisdom. And if you are confused, go back and reflect. Reflect on some of those old relationships. Write some of that stuff down. Even release it. Write a letter. I release everyone who's ever betrayed me. I release everyone who's ever taken advantage of me. And just write a letter to everybody. Write lists of the people names. Write a paragraph for each person, however you need to do it. And burn it. Be done with that. Release that. But you are ready to move forward and the situation will improve. So if you have been not happy, not pleased, the situation will improve. Group 4. We also have rats, someone working against you behind your back, and we have pig, beware of greed. Someone working against you behind your back, and we have pig, beware of greed. So I feel that you guys have had rats in your life that have brought out the pig in you. You've had people that have been snakes in your life that have brought out the greed in you. Which means when we are getting what we want in relationships, we want to be served in other spaces, usually to the point of indulgence. When people aren't doing good in, career, they might turn to a bunch of relationships that don't serve them because they feel like they can't take care of their family. They feel like they're not successful. When someone feels like they're not successful in relationships, what do? They dedicate all of their time into career. Their career becomes their love and their family, and they might get greedy. They might feel like unless they are successful or have this, the relationships don't matter, the love don't matter. That's this place that you guys are in, where now your desire for love has become a greed for everything else outside of love because of what people have done to you. So you have to be mindful of that and check that at the door. That will be also something good to release. Again, we have rats, someone working against you behind your back. So you have some fake ass people around you, but you got to let that go. And you have to recognize why you let them in your life. Why you recognize they was rats and you still kept them around for a little bit. Or why you recognize they was rats and you still holding it against yourself. Why are you still mad about it if a rat did what a rat gonna do? Rats gonna do what they gonna do. You're not gonna bring a rat in your house and they gonna act like a house cat or like a dog or like a bird. A rat is a rat. A snake is a snake, and a great friend is a great friend. These things are interchangeable. Some people might say they are, but they're not. There is such thing as a person that's elevating and growing and changing, but a rat, somebody that's taking advantage of you, somebody that has sought you out so they can pull from you and drain you, is not somebody you need to have around you. And you can recognize that and not make excuses for them, not try to keep them around, not try to say, oh, but they this and they this. It's none of that. That's over. And I feel like, knowing that and trusting that is going to help you move forward. We have broken heart. We have broken heart and we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So this is the heart chakra, guys. So heart chakra work, your forgiveness, your trust, jealousy, your relationships, your love, how you love people, all relationships in your life is ruled by the heart chakra. So you guys definitely need to do some heart chakra work. You can check out one of my YouTube videos about heart chakra work, or you can just look it up. But you want to releasing rituals is going to be good for that. Self-love is going to be good for that. Forgiveness is going to be good for that. And challenging yourself to meet other people, to trust other people, and to do things that you truly enjoy. And also we have broken heart. So, your energies are acknowledging that this has been hard for you, but you can move forward. It's been hard, but it does not have to be the end. It does not have to be the end. We also have soul family. This says call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this is beautiful. I feel like this is definitely reminding you that you do have soul family. You do have support. You do have people that are around you. So don't feel like you don't. Don't feel like you're in this alone, because you're not. And, now it's time to find your soul family, because the people that violate you and take advantage of you, that's not your soul family. Those are energy vampires that are looking to see anybody who they can suck on, anybody who they can take advantage of. But that does not have to be you, and it won't be you anymore. So let it go. We have I love life. I'm going to read y'all's affirmation one more time. I love life, group 4. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. So group 4, the first group 4, that is your reading for this pick a card. What truth are you running away from? I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I thank you guys for being here and appreciate y'all. If you picked group 4 and it resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Remember, you guys can book sessions with me, mentorship, shop with me, all of that at the links in the description box. But yeah, I love y'all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.